The name's Nukem, Duke Nukem, and you're watching the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. I don't know why, but you are.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join Nerds Doing Nerd Things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
What's going on, nerds, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast. We are finishing off our month of Stitch right here on 626, talking about Leroy and Stitch. Well, hi, Susie.
Hey, AJ.
Today's been, crazy. Last night was crazy.
Wait, hold on. This whole week has been insane. I don't know where you've been, but this whole week has been insane.
Yeah, I feel that, and I feel it quite a bit. Last night, I don't know if people haven't seen it, go check out my couple-minute review of the new F1 movie. It is spoiler-free. I was good, because I know a lot of people wanted to watch the review, but didn't want the movie to get spoiled. It was fun. If you like racing, if you like F1, if you're a novice with F1, you're going to be a more of an F1 fan. Or if you like anybody who's in it. Brad Pitt was great. Damson Idris was great. You okay? Javier Bardem? Is that better?
He's fine.
Okay.
You said Brad Pitt. I'm just gonna make a face.
Yeah, go check it out, everybody. I kind of want to go see it again, not gonna lie. We saw it on the Dolby screen in Plainville.
Oh, you saw the Dolby Digital?
Yeah. It's a bigger screen, and holy cow. There were a couple moments where I had to look behind me, make sure a car wasn't coming up behind me.
I know we want to go see How to Train Your Dragon.
That's right, you guys haven't yet. Well, I know you got a youngling, so.
We got a youngling, and unfortunately, it came out Father's Day weekend, and it's just been a struggle to try to get childcare. Because yes, we took her to Lilo and Stitch, but she's not quite movie ready yet. She's getting there though. She is watching now TV shows. Her favorite is Construction, so we're getting there. And then in next week, AJ and I gotta make plans.
I'm not hungry.
With a special friend of ours named Mikey, because Jurassic World, the new Jurassic movie, comes out on Wednesday.
Maybe we can go Wednesday. It's a possibility, maybe. I'll look into it.
But so be prepared, because there will be a spoiler warning coming for Jurassic, because I will not be able to keep my mouth shut. Sorry. Sorry.
We've known that. Well, we are talking about just like that. Watch it. You might catch some flies.
You know what? I'm gonna get some M&Ms just for retaliation.
We are talking Leroy and Stitch closing out our month of 626 on 626. With the finale of the TV series. So this was a TV movie for about 4 days, and then it got released to DVD. I don't know how much of a idea that should be, because it was put out on Toon Disney, and then 4 days later it jumped out on DVDs. Susie, do you like that idea, or do you think if it's going to be a TV movie, it should stay a TV movie for at least a good while?
I mean, it's the same opinion that I have on, the movies going to Disney Plus.
Yeah, but they're not
I
doing it
love
immediately right when the movie
no,
finishes
but
its
it's
theatrical
so
run.
this is where my opinion kind of is the same for the going from like a TV movie straight to DVD
Hmm.
as a movie going to Disney Plus. Because to me, you're not they're not totally comparable, but you have to give people a chance to go to the movies to watch it. And I understand people don't want to spend the money, they don't want to do it, but I think it's important to give that break before they release it. And I think it's the same concept as doing like a TV movie into DVD. I think if you're gonna release it as a TV movie, you don't need to release it on DVD 4 days later.
Yeah.
Just play it a couple more times on the TV. Everybody's gonna catch it, and then like a month later, release it on DVD.
It was literally a uh it was dropped on the 23rd. Immediately following the first showing, it re-aired, and then every
Mhm.
night to the 27th, it was shown.
I watched it on TV. Um, I did get it on DVD, but I did watch it on TV first because that's me. Also, we had Toon Disney because it's the only place you could catch gargoyles at 2 in the morning. And guess who stayed up till 2 in the morning every chance she got to watch gargoyles?
I love Toon Disney better than regular Disney a lot of the time. The only thing
Mhm.
regular Disney had was 8 o'clock the movies would turn on.
I miss the movies.
So do I.
We're totally deviating, but I miss the DComs.
Uh, Toon Disney had all like Recess, Lilo and Stitch.
Well, so what Toon Disney was?
Was syndication.
No. Well, yes, but no. They took Disney Afternoon and moved it to all day on Toon Disney. It's literally what they did.
Sorry, I was reading about it. Um, it for one of the first times we've done this, I don't have a box office number, so I'm kind of trying to figure out how much this movie made.
I don't think this movie was intended to make movies. I think they were just or money. I think they were just trying to wrap up the series.
Yeah, that
You
makes
know, make
sense,
it like
and
a
it
nice little
definitely does.
bow, and it totally does.
I got
I
really
think
sad at the beginning though.
because they all yeah, the
They
Ohana's
all
breaking
they
up,
all
and
ditched Lilo.
but and this is so this ties back into like the live action where Nani is going off to go to school and she's leaving Lilo behind.
Hmm.
It's the same concept here. Everybody's leaving to go off and do their own things, but they're still Ohana. They're still family. They're just expanding, growing. They do eventually come back together because their Ohana is unique. You can't replace their Ohana. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
It's not the same.
and the thing is with family or chosen family, whatever have you, if people have to go their separate ways, they eventually end up coming back together, and it's
Mhm.
kind of what this movie
I
shows in a
actually, I
way.
actually have a, I actually have an example of that. Um, so his wife and I have been friends since 2009, give or take.
I was still in high
Um,
school. I was a sophomore in high school.
um, I mean, we started off like we were a little unsure of each other. She didn't like me, but that's just how she is. Um, we lost touch after a while and found each other at like compounds when she was dating AJ. And poor AJ was on the receiving end of a very delightful scream of Susie from across the way. And
You guys were coming back
yeah,
from the train and or wherever have you, and we were by bumper cars, and
yep.
it was literally like a 60-mile-an-hour car and 60-mile-an-hour car just
Mhm. So,
mangled
and
mess.
that for me, it is part of my Ohana now. But she was my Ohana. She was one of my friends that no matter what, I talk to on a daily,
Mhm.
and we don't see each other all that often. Like I haven't seen. Last time I saw her was just before her baby shower,
We
but
haven't
really,
hung out with people in weeks.
yeah, I haven't seen most of my Ohana, but I talk to them daily.
We are prepping like a mother trucker.
Yes, and unfortunately, there is no prep that will prepare you for arrival.
Oh well, we were hoping for or thinking of her arrival last night, but
I was so she told me, and I was like, I'm not even gonna lie, I probably would have called out of work today and gone, can I come? Can I come see him? I want to go. Just to be the 626. Though to be fair, if he was born today, he would have been 626 and 625. And he would love sandwiches.
well, if it's either Jess or myself, sandwiches.
I I didn't put that together until just now, so you're welcome.
But back to this, back to Leroy and Stitch. Hamsterville is now free and creates a new experiment 627, and then fires Gantu like immediately.
Okay, but wait, how does he create 627? Because this is the part that I love.
Well,
So Jumba gets his lab back, and Jumba's in the middle of, he's an evil scientist. He's in the middle of making a new experiment. He just doesn't know what he wants the experiment to do yet. In comes Hamsterville, and I love Jumba for this moment because he builds a failsafe into Leroy, and he did it on purpose. He just starts playing a song, and Hamsterville's asking him questions, and Jumba's just playing it off like it's no big deal. It's just a thing. This is how it works. Hamsterville just accepts that. Like, it makes you realize like how dumb Hamsterville actually is.
but he's the
Oh,
dumb villain of the whole series.
I know, but he's an adorable dumb villain of the whole series.
He does create a heck of a threat.
Well, especially when he starts cloning Leroy.
Yeah, it's an army of Leroys.
Yes.
I do love the fact that 625 finally gets a name.
Yes. But I love his name.
I love how Lilo gives it to him.
I love how she goes through multiple different sandwiches before she gets to it.
Yes, yes,
All of which would fit and all of which would work.
and the act of kindness literally turns Ruben. Ruben was never bad in general, but
No.
he was helping Gantu, and Gantu was his friend.
I think it was more Gantu was his friend more so than he was helping Gantu. Like all friends help each other. I think it was
Yeah,
just,
and Lilo shows him the kindness, and they go
Mhm.
and get the cavalry basically back together. Um, what did you think of the big ass fight in Aloha Stadium?
So it was so cool to see all the 624 experiments fighting one experiment and how they were able to not only hold their ground for the most part. They did start to
Yeah,
lose
they were
after a
losing
while,
at the
but
end.
they were holding their ground for the most part. So that was kind of cool to see that you could see that they're while they are not like totally on par, they're not that far off from 627 in terms of strength.
No, I did
Like that.
love how we had callbacks to every single experiment that we
Mhm.
saw in the show
Yeah.
and what they were used for, and
Oh,
it
and GG. GG.
Um, how stupid was the sorry, itch on my leg. Was the oh god, the phrase or to shut him down, to shut Leroy down.
It was a song.
Yeah,
What?
but
The fact that it was Aloha Oi.
yeah, like out of everything it could be, it's that. And then they all come out with this huge musical number to just blow up
Mm.
all the Leroys.
And I think that was also like a crucial moment is you get to see all of the cousins come together to defeat Leroy and the insane number of copies of him.
I don't know. If I was any of the other experiments, I'd be curious what song is the kill feature of.
See, I don't think any of the other ones have a song for a kill feature. I think he was specific because Jumba knew
Okay,
what Hamsterville was going to do.
makes sense.
I really think that he chose a specific kill feature that would be easy to replicate.
And new Lilo would probably, do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think there was more to it than just I don't I think all of the experiments have like a not like a kill feature but like a make nice feature. Um and I think Lilo found it on every single one of them.
I love how
Except for
Myrtle's
Angel.
dog
Angel's
ends
an
up
anomaly.
being a alien.
Did you not see that episode?
I must have missed it.
Because
I
that's an
watched a
episode.
lot of episodes.
That's an
I did not
episode.
get through them
And
all.
her dog is named Gigi. And she specifically doesn't want Muriel to know that she's an experiment until towards the end because Muriel's just, oblivious to everything.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I loved all the callbacks, but that Gigi, Muriel finding out that Gigi was an experiment was the highlight of the movie. I was like, wait, what? I was like, where were you that whole episode? There was a whole episode dedicated to this experiment. Where
Yeah,
were you?
I watched a lot of them, but I missed a good chunk of them too. There was a lot to try to cram into a week.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, Susie, when you first saw this, into when you probably saw this again at some point in the last year, because knowing you, you watch these things quite a bit. What are your thoughts? Or what was your thought over the whole movie, the plot, and the rewatchability of it?
It's definitely rewatchable. Like it's not so fast paced that you feel like you're rushing through the whole movie.
Yep.
It's just fast paced enough that you definitely can tell it's a TV movie. Um, but it's definitely rewatchable. And you don't need to watch the series to watch it. Because it really it's part of the series, but it kind of separates itself from the series. So you don't have to have watched the whole Lilo and Stitch series to be able to understand and follow Leroy and Stitch, which is great. I love that, which helps for its rewatchability. Um,
Mm-hmm.
See, I love I liked the that they wrapped up
That's, I think,
Lilo and
my
Stitch
favorite part
with like
about
a
it,
little bow.
because it's a very nice wrap up to the
Hmm.
series. Unlike some shows where the whole final season we don't talk about.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. That's like talking about Bruno. We just don't do it.
Bruno's my favorite character, though.
Well, that's good. You just can't say his name. We don't talk about Bruno.
It's a good song too.
Mhm.
Um, I've got nothing else on it outside of, if you're a Stitch fan, you need to see this movie. It's a fun hour and 10-minute watch.
Yeah, it's a really nice, easy watch. It's definitely like if you want something to just play in the background, it's a great story. And it's a great wrap up to the whole like Lilo and Stitch as a whole,
Yeah,
not just the series, but as a whole. which I think is excellent. And I like the fact that they started the Lilo and Stitch series with a movie and they ended it with a movie. It's like a nice little bookend.
I want more Stitch. But
I do too.
if we wanted more Stitch, I think we have to watch the Asian cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they've
Which
come out with anything else.
No, and those are supposed to be really good. One of them, Lilo as an adult. Another one, Stitch winds up in Japan. Like they're really good. I've heard really good everything about them. They're not readily available, so
There was a video I saw where
Mhm.
they were in an airport and who I thought was Lilo was actually Lilo's daughter. And they were
Yes.
speaking English.
Mhm.
What is that from?
That's from that's not there's a couple of different ones. One is like considered like an anime, and that's one where Stitch goes to Japan. And then there's another one where Lilo is an adult, and that's the one that you're referring to.
Okay, but they were speaking like English with
Yeah,
the characters that we know. So I was more of thinking that was like kind of like a lost episode where somebody got sent to the future or something.
it might have been. I don't think so though, but I don't remember.
What do we got next week?
Hamilton.
Never saw it. Guess I got homework to do.
You do got homework to do.
Is that a
I will be
musical?
rewatching it. It is a musical. It's a musical about the Revolutionary War.
Oh, interesting.
So it's specifically about Alexander Hamilton, who was our first treasurer of the United States.
Okay.
And it does a really nice like history lesson of the history of the Revolutionary War. You don't need to know anything about the Revolutionary War to watch this. Really good music. You get to meet some fantastic characters. It's a good watch.
How long
I
is
would
it?
love to see this. 2 hours?
That's not bad.
No, I'd love to see it performed live.
Is it an
Like
actual
that.
musical or is it shot on a play?
It's an actual musical. Lin-Manuel Miranda did the music and basically did everything for
Yeah,
it.
well, I'm looking at it right now. It looks like they're on a stage.
They are on a stage.
Okay, that's what I was asking. So it's not like a movie musical. It's a play that Disney Plus captured.
Well, it was captured before. So this was released in 2020. And it was captured long before that. And this has the original cast that started the phenomenon.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So you guys will all recognize Jonathan Groff, who plays Kristoff and Sven in Frozen. Obviously Lin-Manuel Miranda, who
Susie,
does the music. What?
it's 3 hours long.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's like a 20-minute intermission. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes. There's like a 20-minute intermission. So
Is there like a legit intermission in the video?
yes. Yes.
That sucks. That's weird. I'm trying to say I didn't cut that
It's
out.
actually really good because if you're like me and you like to watch everything in like one sitting, that intermission, I got up, went to the bathroom, got my snacks, got my drink, and by the time I got back, it was starting again. I didn't have to hit the pause button. It was great. But yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda does the music, and I think he wrote it, the screenplay for it. But Lin-Manuel Miranda, he did In the Heights, he's done Moana, he's done Lion King, or specifically, he did Mufasa, not Lion King, but Little Mermaid. Like, he has done so much that to see him act and perform in this is amazing.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll
You'll probably
probably
recognize
I'll
some other
probably
people
watch
on
it.
there, but
I'll probably watch it tomorrow at some point.
yeah. Just do me a favor when you are watching Jonathan Groff perform. Please text me when he gets off the stage and give me your first-hand reaction to it.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
He plays the king in Hamilton. So trust me, you'll know exactly what I'm referring to when you see it. There's an entire meme base about it. So trust me, you'll figure it out.
You're having way too much fun with this.
I am having way too much fun with this.
And the only reason why we're doing it is because July 4th is the next day.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a nice, and given the everything going on in the world and everything else, I figured it'd be good to have a good
Laugh.
Revolutionary War video. And a musical, because who doesn't like a musical? This was a couple of years ago. AJ would have said me.
I mean, I have my couple that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I
just broadening your horizons.
But I like my bubble.
Nope, I'm gonna pop your bubble.
You know how many times I step out of the bubble and I don't like what's on the outside of the bubble?
Yeah, but so far you like the stuff that I've given you outside the bubble.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, everybody. What are your thoughts of Leroy and Stitch? Susie, shall we send it over to Ruben for one last time?
We should send it over to Ruben for one last time.
Hey, you guys, this is 625 here from Lilo and Stitch. Some people think of me as AJ Coppola. I don't care. Just follow me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Twitch at NDTA Jalistar 15, and Xbox and PSN at AJ All-Star 15. I should have said AJ All-Star, but I'm a sandwich maker. What the hell do I know? Do yourself a favor. Go get yourself a hot fudge marshmallow tuna fish and ham sandwich. All right? Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
I'm so happy I was able to find that. I really was.
I would have been upset if you got rid of it.
It's in the Google Drive, like 90% of everything else we have for the podcast. But thank you guys for tuning in. Let us know what your thoughts of the movie, how excited you are for Hamilton. I know Susie is very excited to see my reaction or hear about my reaction. But take care. Have a nice weekend, and we will see you Sunday for the Wrestling with Nerds podcast. I had to think about what day it was.
And hopefully soon we will be back for spoiler warning.
Yes, I am gonna currently, once we're done with this, look up for Wednesday.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.